গা আমার মা পদ্মা আমার মা ও আমার দুই চোখে দুই জলের ধারা মেঘনা যমুনা।
কোন একটা অজানা কারণে দুটো বাংলা হয়ে আছে প্রায়।
Because the Pakistani authorities really were actually trying to cut East Pakistan off culturally from West Bengal. They were trying to make us forget the Bengali language. They're trying to make Urdu the state language. And the Bengali language was really heavily loaded with Urdu, Persian and Arabic words. In order for us not to be able to maintain our contact with the Bengali which was used in India, they banned import of books, magazines, newspapers, gramophone records, etc. from India.
As a Bengali in this country, they really what they mean is the people from East Bengal, Bangladesh now. And that time, that is what they knew as a Bengali, not as a West Bengal Bengali. Because West Bengal Bengalir মধ্যে যারা সেই সময় এসছে তাদের বেশিরভাগই এডুকেটেড পিপল এসছে এবং সেই এডুকেটেড পিপল নানান এতে কাজ করা, অফিসে কাজ করা, হাসপাতালে কাজ করা, ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিংয়ে কাজ করা, সায়েন্সে কাজ করা, সেই গ্রুপ হচ্ছে ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলের থেকে বেশি এসছে। কিন্তু সে তার থেকে অনেক বেশি সংখ্যায় এসছিল সেই সময় বাংলাদেশ থেকে। তারা হচ্ছে বেশিরভাগই আদার জবস, দি সোশ্যাল ক্লাস 3-4.
In and around London, amongst the Bangladeshis, there is one district called Sylhet or Sylhet. They are the predominant people. So in the Tower Hamlets area or in the east end of London, they still speak this language at home.
But when I said, I'm not an Indian, I'm a Pakistani, then they would ask me, what is the difference? Then I would explain to them. And being a Hindu in East Pakistan was another thing I had to explain. That, you know, I am a East Pakistani, but I'm not a Muslim.
My parents, what do you say, installed in us the traditional values and everything of being what it means to them to be a Bengali. One is they're Bengali from East Bengal, not necessarily from West Bengal. Two, we're Bengalis, but we are Muslim, we're not Hindus.
See, being a Bengali, a Hindu Bengali, people find that quite unique because everyone is either Bangladeshi Muslim Bengali or they're Gujarati or Sikh.
And I don't think that there is an element of history which respects the broader Bangladeshi context or broader Bangla context. And certainly, no British history teaches that. So I suppose it's dependent on parents to tell the children that West Bengal and its contribution is as equally valid.
So that it's very difficult for us sometimes to break that boundaries, go beyond and mix and match. Even we are speaking the same language, it's ridiculous that we don't mix as much we are supposed to be. It's almost like a Berlin Wall sometimes that needs to break and go through and become a same Bangla again, the one Bengal we thrived before independence.
গ্রামের নজওয়ান হিন্দু মুসলমান, গ্রামের নজওয়ান হিন্দু মুসলমান মিলিয়া বাউলা গান মুর্শিদি গাইতাম হাই।
Some of the religious school, they are teaching them that democracy is not compatible with Islamic ideals. And Western culture is totally forbidden for Muslims children. Some people say that a money came from Saudi Arabia. They established so many madrasa, so many schools, so many mosques with a political motive to educate them in a totally different way and make them converted into Wahhabism. Wahhabism is a very what is called a root type of Muslim fundamentalism. So this is being spread in, not only in London, it is spreading in all over Europe. That is the recruiting center for the Al-Qaeda, Taliban, these people. How to fight this, what is called, this phenomena, I do not know, because there is drugs culture also simultaneously spreading among our children. Whether it is out of frustration or it is a political movement from outside, it is to be found out. Otherwise, one day it may corrupt our whole society and it may hinder the integration of British society.
আমি যেমন ধরেন আমাদের মুসলমান ধর্মে 5 বার নামাজ পড়া উচিত, সেটা এখানে সম্ভব হচ্ছে না। আর আমার পরিবার খুব লিবারেল বলে হিন্দু ধর্ম, খ্রিস্টান ধর্ম, বৌদ্ধ ধর্ম, মুসলমান ধর্ম সব ধর্মেই আমি যে কোনো জিনিসেই আমি আই টেক পার্ট, এবং কোনো ধরনের পুজো পাঠ হলে, কারণ আমার পরিবারে আমাদের হিন্দু বৌদি টৌদিও আছেন, আমার ঘরেই মা কালীর প্রতিষ্ঠিত আছেন, কলকাতাতেও আমার গুরু আছেন, তো কাজে ধর্ম নিয়ে আমার কাছে কোনো জাতপাত নেই।
Traditional ceremonies we still have at home, like Bhai Puja, and we do pujas at home. And
ইউনিভার্সিটি যাওয়ার আগে গাড়িতে ঢোকার আগে বললাম উপরে গিয়ে ঠাকুরকে নমস্কার করে এসো, উপরে গিয়ে নমস্কার করতো, বাট হোয়াট হি থট, হাউ মাচ হি বিলিভড, I don't know.
The English are tolerant people. They are not going to say, oh, these are pagans, we are not going to allow them to. Well, this is their belief, let them carry on. That's not a problem. But I don't think they see this with great jubilation, in the sense, if all the Hindus became Christians tomorrow, oh, they would be delighted.
Under the patronage of Lord Tulakia, we performed in House of Lords on 23rd of June in the Moses Room, and Tagore's poems were recited in 4 different languages from people from 4 different countries. That was one of the most proudest moments of Nritya Kala.
You are a Tagore Center, isn't it? I said, yes, I am a Tagore Center. I said, are you interested in the slipper of Dwarkanath Tagore? It's a very precious item. I say, how do I know it is a slipper of Dwarkanath Tagore? Have you done the DNA test? And it is, you cannot say that this is a slipper of Dwarkanath Tagore. And similarly, all sorts of selling things they started. There is a book. They said, somebody, there is a book here. It is signed by Tagore. And he brought it. I said, it is not the signature of Tagore. This is obviously not. It is a fake thing. The book is genuine, but the signature is fake. No, it's Tagore. It's given by Tagore to my grandfather. I said, no. I am very much aware, and I know what Tagore's signature is. And then I show him the English and Bengali signatures, and then he disappeared.
The African community, black community, I remember they asked us to do a Chandalika. We went to do Chandalika over there. I can't remember whether you went or not, but I went there, and they were laughing and screaming, and they thought that what rubbish we are doing. They're throwing some horrible things to us. That time I was really upset.
এবং নতুন প্রজন্মের যারা ছেলেমেয়েরা, ইয়াং ছেলেমেয়েরা, তাদের যখন গান শেখাই, তখন আমি গান শেখাতে গিয়ে আমি সেই বাংলা টু ইংরেজি ডিকশনারি নিয়ে বসি, কারণ তাদের প্রতিটি অক্ষরের কথার মানে বোঝাতে হবে।
The difference between Rabindranath Sangeet, other than it's very slow and it's all like that, and so sometimes when I'm in the mood, I feel very touched by that kind of music, but other times you think, oh mum, don't play that boring music, and they kind of, it's like suicide music, everyone just wants to slit their throat. I said, have you got something a bit more upbeat that still deals with all those issues?
It can be soothing at some points. It can be very soothing, some of the music. But overall, I'm not one to judge and say, no, I don't like that genre of music, or I haven't given it a full chance.
It's not about, this is Rabindranath Tagore, I'm going to do a piece. It's not as easy as that. And so in response to that, I feel I'm not ready. It needs maturity.
At home, my wife being Bengali, we spoke Bengali with them, but we couldn't push them too hard. Maybe we were a bit soft on that, because they were mixing only with English children, and they have to succeed in their life, so their line of thinking became English, and obviously they used to reply us in English. And we sort of had a battle sometime that when we speak Bengali, please reply us in Bengali. And I knew that they were trying, but not easy, because you speak what you think.
ইলিশ মাছের ঝাল, শুক্তো, ঢ্যাঁড়সের তরকারি, বেগুনের তরকারি, আমার ছেলেরা সব রকম খাওয়াই খেতে। ছোট থেকে আমি কোনো রকম প্রেজুডিস রাখিনি খাওয়ার ব্যাপারে।
So you talk to your children in English. I said, doesn't matter. Let it take double the time, but she must know her mother tongue.
I can only make it open to her and try to educate her without forcing her. You have to want to be Bengali. I don't think you can do that to anybody.
Well, I meet quite a number of my friends who have granddaughters who are not able to speak Bengali at all. And we always tell them, why have you done this? Well, they say, we haven't done it intentionally. It just happened.
But I think it's absolutely vital that, our children's generation not only maintain some of the cultural heritage as well as language, because it makes them more confident people, but also it's important to have their root set in Britain, because after all they're British children, and they also have to ensure that they equally champion what it's to be a British Bangladeshi.
And that's why I'm very grateful to my mother in reaction to that, because আমার মা কোনোদিন আমার সঙ্গে ছোটকালে ইংলিশে কথা বলে নাই, সে জানে আমি স্কুলে ইংলিশ লার্ন করব। Thank God she spoke to me in Bengali. So মা প্রথম ওয়ার্ড।
তোমার হলো শুরু